4-1, Dovecote 5-2, Richard Dunwoody. Premier Generation at 6-1, Mick Fitzgerald. In Prominent Profile, a probable front runner at 6-4 favourite, Carl Llewellyn. And the Outsiders, a Legendary Lover, ridden by Jamie Osborne. And Blue Music just took a bit of a keen hold going down at the start, 40-1, Jamie Goldstein. And 11-8 as they set off for this weekend at Dovecote Novices hurdle. It's over 2 miles, 8 flights of hurdles. Prominent Profile, very well named horse, a very prominent profile he has. He made all the running last time at Wetherby on a really desperate ground on that occasion. Lucky to race at Wetherby then, and he's skipping along quite nicely at the moment. The leader clear by about 4, hops over well. Dovecote in second, and taking a keen hold in third is Blue Music. A length though settling in 4 is Premier Generation. He's clear of the other 2. Renzo the outside of Legendary Lover. But it's a Prominent Profile horse with a prominent profile who leads. And unfortunately the saddle slipped on Blue Music, and there's going to be a problem here for Jamie Goldstein to get this horse around the corner. He's doing very well indeed. Very testing ground here. And John, this is always an anxious moment, the horse running out.
Yeah, this is more than an anxious moment. Just have a look where Jamie's legs are. They're well over the front shoulder of this horse. And I'm not sure whether this saddle's going to go back. I don't think he'd be able to pull the horse out because, oh no, he has pulled it up. He's pulled it up down the outside. No point going on and risking yourself or the horse for that matter. But Prominent Profile got a bit close to the first. Didn't jump that very well at all. He could do with a little bit of company maybe, but I think Richard Dunwoody tracking him on Dovecote will just let him get on and falter his way through for a while.
So down to just 5 as they come towards the halfway stage, at which Prominent Profile, our leader, is 11-8 favourite. Tracking in second place is the second favourite at 9-4. Renzo at 5-1. And Premier Generation at 6-1. Premier Generation just moving very nicely at this stage. Very narrow part of the track here as they make their way down the back straight, and certainly this is a very testing part of the course. The water draining out of those full lakes in the centre of the track here. Make it look very attractive, but it's a very testing part of the ground there. So they level up down the back straight towards flight number 5, and the big with the white face is Prominent Profile on the inside. Dovecote go 1 and 2. Much better jump there by our leader. An indifferent jump there by Renzo, back in last place, and just struggling to go a little bit. The yellow colours Legendary Lover tries to get a little bit closer. Premier Generation with the white and blue colours in third place is jumping well for the stable in form of Nicky Henderson. Big day for the Henderson yard today. Just over 3/4 of a mile to go, and it's Prominent Profile who has the Royal and Sun Alliance very much in his sights. So the good performance here. Dovecote, Richard Dunwoody closing in second place, and Premier Generation in third. So can this Prominent Profile make all the running? Hasn't seen another horse in the race as he begins to skip round the final turn, but the big 2 looming in are Dovecote and Premier Generation. Could be a head-to-head here between Dunwoody and Fitzgerald, but don't rule out Prominent Profile at all, who is kicked on by Carl Llewellyn, making this final turn. Top of the home run, back in 4th, and settling for that place looks Jamie Osborne on Legendary Lover. Down 5th is Legendary Lover. Staying on for 4th is Renzo. Down the straight they come, still Prominent Profile. Dovecote switch for a closing run. Premier Generation tries to come in and battles all 3 in the air together now. They're clear of Renzo. They come down towards the final flight, and it's Premier Generation who sweeps majestically into the lead. Goes on to Dovecote in second. This is the last. Premier Generation skip clear by 2. A hard-ridden Dovecote and Prominent Profile have no answers to Premier Generation, who's rousted along by Mick Fitzgerald now as Dovecote tries to close. They come down inside the last 150 yards, and Premier Generation is starting to tie up, and Dovecote is lunging late, but Premier Generation will hold on to win. Premier Generation by a closing half. Dovecote's in second, Prominent Profile third, and coming home in 4th was Renzo. Only 4 finished because Legendary Lover pulled up. And so at a generous 6-1, Premier Generation has run and won in the colours of the Premier Generators. This Nick Henderson horse, by gum, the stable are going well. Ridden by Mick Fitzgerald, his 87th winner of the season. and a horse that was going well, fully 3/4 of a mile out, but had to really be roused at home to hold on from the rallying Dovecote under a determined ride by Richard Dunwoody in second, and third was number 5, the long-time leader and favourite, but faded, Prominent Profile.
Generation, the 6-1 winner. Second, number 3, Dovecote at 9-4, and third, number 5, Prominent Profile, the 11-8 favourite. The totes there, the win £5.40, places £2 and 170, dual forecast £6.10, and the straight forecast 17.49. Non-runner number 1, Al Hassar.